Hi, and welcome to another episode of TTSR. This is your host, Oliver, and you can follow me daily on Twitter. Today I will make a review on a TV show called Witches of East End. It's based on a book called Witches of East End, which is written by Melinda de la Cruz, who also wrote Blue Bloods, which is a fairly popular TV show. Uh, the show contains one season with 13 episodes, but is renewed for another season, so it will be recorded and released during 2014. The show is about four witches who lives in East End. Joanna, Freya, Ingrid, and Wendy. Freya and Ingrid are Joanna's daughters, and Wendy is Joanna's sister. They're from another world and basically immortal. You can kill them, but it's very hard. And both Wendy and Joanna is cursed because when they came to our world, they got curses on them. So Wendy, she can transform into a cat and she has 9 lives. So when you kill her, she can just resurrect 8 times. And Joanna, her curse is to watch her kids grow up and then die and then be reborn. So Freya and Ingrid, they just grow up and eventually die, and the day they die, Joanna gets pregnant again. So that's their curses, and the show is about Joanna realized she's haunted by one of her old enemies. She doesn't know who. She just know the person can shift shape. Yes, shift shape. And Wendy comes to warn her about it. The thing is, in this lifetime, Joanna hasn't told Freya and Ingrid that they are witches, so they know nothing about anything of this, nothing at all. So they need to break it down to them and teach them how to do witchcraft and what's right and wrong and where they come from, and they have a lot of questions, but Joanna doesn't want them to know anything because the more they know, the more danger they're in. So if I'm gonna talk more about every personality in the show, I will start with Freya because she's the most dramatic and has the biggest personality. Um, she's always worried about something, and she's very emotional. She can feel everybody else's emotions and feel if something's wrong. Um, she can also project her emotions. So if she feels bad, people nearby or objects can feel that and change color or properties or just feel cold or anything. Um, she's engaged with Dash, with a boy named Dash, and she loves him extremely much. Then she has a dream about the perfect man, and the day after, she meets him, and his name is Killian, and she just falls in love at the spot. As well, at the same time, she's in love with Dash. Later, she finds out that Killian is Dash's brother, so she's torn apart between these loves, which is real, which is false, which is just passion, and which is deep, real love. Um, and then we have Ingrid, her sister. She's so clever. She works as a librarian, and there's no kinder person on earth today, or ever, or ever. She is the kindest person you will ever know, and she's always happy. She always wants to find out more. Whenever she gets to, whenever she knows what she wants to know, she wants to know more. She never stops following knowledge, and she's quite firm. When she thinks something, she barely changes her opinions at all, ever. And then we have Joanna. There's not so much to talk about her. She's a mother and she's caring and loving, but very secretive. she doesn't want to tell anything, and she doesn't want people to use magic, because people might find out who they are, and she just wants to keep everything as quiet as possible. And then we have her sister Wendy, who thinks that the magic is a blessing, it's something good, and should be used whenever you feel like, as long as you do something good. And she wants both Freya and Ingrid to be able to use all the magic and know everything they need to know, while Joanna wants to keep everything as secret. So, my final opinions about the show is that the show is the plot and the story is extremely good. It's well written, and it gets you after like 10 minutes. You want to know more. You get stuck so fast. The only bad side I can think of, like at spot, is the fighting scenes. The first like 3 or 4 episodes, they're like wrestling and pushing each other, not using magic, but like punching and stuff, and it looks like a comedy. It doesn't. You don't get the emotions, and it feels like I'm gonna push you a bit, and they like fly out the window. So that's one thing that I think is that takes the final rating down, but it's still very good. The story and plot really builds up, and they get better fighting scenes. They do. It's like they had to practice and stuff. And the character development is amazing. Especially with Ingrid, from being kind and just not knowing, and happy to confused and want to know more, then happy again because she knows, and then angry because how if you see the first episode and last episode of season 1, you will see a huge difference in Ingrid, while Wendy and Joanna stays more or less the same. Freya, she doesn't change much, but her problems grow bigger and bigger and wider, and she needs to fight them, and she realizes she's stronger than she thinks. So the character development is amazing, and they use really good actress for each role. They really fit. Their off work personalities are quite similar to the on show roles. So if I'm gonna grade this, I would probably say 8.5. Not a strong 8.5, but 8.5. So just below Sherlock. The reason I don't give it a 9 is probably the fighting scenes. But the story is so well written, and everything is just amazing. And more than that, I will send you a link in the description to the trailer, the first release music trailer to the show, and I've seen that like 1,000 times. I think it's the best thing ever made. It's amazing. I force you to watch that as well. The song is a cover of one of the Nirvana's song, and the picturing is amazing, and you will see that later in the show as well, and you just emotions flow through your veins. It's amazing. So if you like a bit magic but not too much magic, and a show like The Best Days of Our Time, you will love this show. It got enough drama but not too much drama, and it got comedy, but it's not a comedy. It's exciting, and they have really good cliffhangers. Like when Wendy and Joanna talk, they talk because in a way they know everything, so they just need to say like words, and you sit there like, what? I want to know more. What you talk about? Like, the portal is closed. Okay, for your information, that was a spoiler. We don't know what portal, from where, to where. Why is it closed? How is it opened? Why was it opened? Was that where you came from? What is what is this? Uh, so it gets you. You must watch more. You can't stop. You can't quit in the middle of the season. If you're able to do that, I will personally buy you a cookie of your choice. And I will stop talking now because I feel that this video might be long as well. I don't have a timer. I really should get a timer. And I see you in a couple of days. I think I don't promise that soon I will have a last episode coming out about Terra Nova. I know it's very, very long time ago, but I think it deserves a last episode. That deserves a freaking last episode. So hang tight, and I talk to you later. Bye.